I'm looking into the future. I'm looking into the future. Wouldn't it be nice to look into the future and know how successful or not you're going to be in 10 years from now? Well, today on Contractor Fight TV, we're going to look at 7 behaviors that will actually predict your future. Let's go. All right, my friends, yes, you can predict the future. Here's why. Your current habits, says Ed Milet. If you don't know who Ed Milet is, type him into the search bar and watch his shit. Listen to him, he's good. Your current habits are a preview of your future. So think about it. If you eat nothing but Twinkies and lay around all day and then drink a gallon of beer a night, and you compound that over time over the next decade, chances are you're going to be a fat ass in a lot less than 10 years. Versus if you wake up in the morning and you walk or you run, you move your body, you sweat, you eat good food, you swing your kettlebell, whatever it is, and that compounds over time, you're going to be healthy as fuck in 10 years. Guys, our habits will always give us a preview of our future. And so today we're going to talk about 7 behaviors that are really going to help you determine where you're going to be in 10 years, and not just your business, but also your life. And so I'm going to dig in here. And here's another resource I want to give you here, because there's some really good stuff on this. One of my favorite authors is a guy named James Clear, like clear as a bell. You go to jamesclear.com, check it out. Got great books, articles, things like that. Guy really does a deep study on the power of routine, the power of habits. And here's a quote that I have up, and I read it often. It's on my computer. It says, "Be radically proactive about any behavior that pays off in 10 years. So today, guys, I'm going to go through 7 behaviors that I truly believe with all of my heart that if you commit to these things, you will be absolutely blown away with the success you're going to have in the next decade. All right, number 1, guys, you got to win your mind each day. That's what this whole contractor fight thing's about. Guys, business is 90% between our ears and 10% math. And shit, we can outsource the math, right? You get a bookkeeper, got your CPA, and you're good. Do some job costing. You don't need to know that much. You don't even have to be good at math. You can outsource that shit. Most of your success is going to come as a result of you building the habit of winning your mind each day, which is why we've talked so much about the Contractor Fight Planner. Okay, we got 90 days here. 90 days of winning your mind. The left side of the page. The left side of the page is all about starting your day right up here. The right side is about the actions. Okay, you go to thecontractorfight.com/plan to pick one of these up. If you don't want to buy it, which is totally cool, go and download. We have a daily sheet. You could just download and print, and it's free forever. Okay, bottom line is you have to win the mind each and every day. Second behavior that'll pay off big time for you in 10 years is win your body each day. This is a tough one, isn't it? Because if we don't truly create the time for it and make it a priority, it's really easy to blow off, because you might be working in the field. Maybe you got a bunch of brain work, you got tons of sales calls, you're doing estimates and blueprints, whatever you're doing, and you get your ass is worn out, and the end of the day comes, and you're like, man, I just want to sit down, have a beer, and chill out and rest for a while. And that's totally understandable. But guys, just like our mind, all right, we're feeding our mind. This is our machine. Take care of your machine. Make it a priority, because it ain't going to last forever, certainly out in the field doing the shit we do in construction. Make that commitment to win your body each day. Swing a kettlebell, go for a walk every morning, run a mile a day, do 50 sit-ups, 50 push-ups, do some air squats, go to the gym, doesn't matter. Make that shit top priority in your life. Third thing that is going to pay off for you in a positive way in 10 years is you investing in yourself as a leader. The greatest investment any of us can ever make is in ourselves. Okay? The first 3 things here, 1, 2, and 3, win your mind, win your body, and you grow as a leader. Guys, we could cut the rest of the shit out at this point. If you just did those things, you'll be stronger and better in every way in your life in the next 10 years. Okay? What you're doing now, you're growing as a leader. Maybe there's a book you need to read. Maybe you need to hire a coach. Maybe you need to go to some event. All right? Doesn't matter what it is. Commit to growing as a leader. Commit to becoming a people expert. And again, when you do that, you're going to bring a lot of people with you in your success because, guys, you can't get where you want to get to alone. And if you're not a good leader, you're going to really struggle. The fourth behavior I want to totally encourage you guys to be really, really proactive about is building your brand. If you commit to doing something to build your brand 365 days a year, there's so much stuff that we've done here on Fight TV. I won't go into now, but you create content, videos, social media, doing shit in your local area, your neighborhoods, your communities. Guys, be visible. Build your brand. You will never regret the time and effort you put into building your brand. There's so many benefits that come with that. When you build a brand, you're perceived as an expert. People pay more money for experts. So many of you are struggling with pricing right now, and you're losing jobs to shitty contractors because they're a few hundred, few thousand, or half your price, or whatever it is, less than you. The only reason you're losing those jobs when you probably offer a better service, a better product, and better experience is your brand is not strong. Okay? I can give example over example of the fact that there is safety in a brand. When people know who you are and they're familiar with that, stress goes down, trust goes up because you've been around, you've been established, and things like that. Build your brand. Don't half-ass that shit. Go all in with that. Fifth thing. This is a tough one. In fact, I did a video a year or so ago about how this cost me probably almost, I think, $1.5 million to $2 million over the first couple of years of owning my businesses back in the day, is you got to commit to building a database. I didn't do it right, and it cost me a lot of money. Guys, there is money in the list. Okay? So many of us focus on just bringing in new customers, which is important, but it's more important for us to nurture the list that we have, to build a relationship with that list, to make sure that they know that we're there for them when there's a warranty issue or whatever it is. Guys, they don't think about you and your business every day like you do, and you might have done the greatest job in the world. They might have given you a great review, and a year from now, they don't remember the company that they hired that they were so happy with because you're just not staying in touch with them. And also, here's another thing. The people that say no to you now that hired the wrong guy, when you stay in front of them over time, a lot of them come back your way and hire you because they have some regret that they hired the wrong guy last time. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with building your brand. When you commit to building your database, it makes everything else easier down the road. And I promise you will not be sorry that you did it 10 years from now. Number 6, sell your work at a 50% or better gross profit. Now, I could vamp on and on and on here right now about many of you that are going to call bullshit on that. I'm not even going to give time to it because I've done so much on this through the years. It's crazy. I have home builders, we have general contractors, we have remodelers, painters, flooring guys, every trade under the sun that I could point to and go, yeah, they're selling shit at 50% or better gross profit. So, and if you're not, okay, then you're not understanding how to add value to the people. You're not connecting with their motive for wanting to buy. Maybe you haven't built your brand to where they trust you. There's so many different factors, but guys, let me just tell you, it can be done, okay? And if you believe it can be done and you take the steps to get there and level your game up, it'll change your company. It'll change your financial situation pretty damn quick, and especially over 10 years. In fact, if you're a $1 million business now and you're doing a 35% gross profit, that's $350,000 a year. You get that up to 50%, that's $500,000 a year instead of $350,000 on the same $1 million of sales. That's $150,000 more per year on the same sales. And over a 10-year period, that's $1.5 million. 10 years from now, when you look back, you will be glad that you're the type of company that committed to not taking on projects for less than that profit margin. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to bring home here today, the behavior that I believe will transform your business and again, your checkbook over the next decade, if you are consistent with this habit, is job cost every project. Every project you do, as soon as you can, job cost the job. Meaning, hey, this is what we thought we were going to make on it and what things would cost and how long things would take. Let's do a post-job analysis, okay? Look back at the project. How did we do? How many man hours? What did we spend on this? Where were some of the problems? Just have that simple conversation after each job with your team. And what's really cool is in real time, you'll be able to make adjustments in your estimating, your bidding, your operations. You'll be able to brainstorm with your team ways to be more efficient in the field. and so many other benefits when you take the time to job cost. Then you'll be able to look back, you'll have 10 years of data, and that's what knowing your numbers is about. Some of you want to know, what's it mean to know my numbers? This is kind of what it means to know your numbers, okay? So I have 2 resources here for you guys today. I'm not supposed to do that. You should never give more than like 1 call to action, but I'm going to give 2 here today. The first, we talked about your mind and your body and getting clear up there. Guys, go download the free planner page. If you want the free page, you can print off over and over at thecontractorfight.com/plan, or you can pick up the planner. And we have another free resource for you. If you go to thecontractorfight.com/job costing, there's a video and a spreadsheet for you guys to grab so that you can start job costing your projects right now. Appreciate you guys for hanging with me here today. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.